Hey, episode 238 of the 8-Bit Geek. If you're new around here, let me tell you what you're in for. 8-Bit is a lot like three dudes in their 30s or approaching their 30s, just sitting in the living room arguing who has a better chance with Lara Croft. All while eating some pizza, Cheetos, and Mountain Dew. I'm Jeremy. With me here today are two men who play in one another's sandbox every week.
What?
I don't know the definite. I don't know if he means like a real sandbox.
Hold on. Let me go to our Discord real quick. Urban
Urban Dictionary sandbox.
I wasn't saying, got it. No.
Sandbox. Hold on, I gotta learn how to spell sandbox.
I'm real interested in
Middle Eastern nation. Okay, come on. Okay,
that's not
right. Let's try that again. Urban plane in a sandbox. I don't know how else to type this. Plane in a sandbox. Let's see. They didn't find anything, so I guess it's nothing.
Okay.
So,
well, when I was a kid, I had a sandbox, and like street cats kept shitting in it. I couldn't play in the sandbox very long.
Wait, why? Jesus Christ, Kevin! You had the saddest fucking child.
No.
I think this is the third week in a row where you've expressed something about how goddamn poor you were.
It was hard times in Chicago, Illinois, in the 80s.
How did you have a sandbox in an alley in South Detroit, by the way?
I didn't have it. Wait. Now you're exasperating the story here or something. It was in my backyard. I had a very small backyard, but there was a backyard, and cats found their way in there because cats go in a cat. And at like night, I guess, when they were done fucking outside my window and scaring the shit out of me as a kid, they would shit in my sandbox.
Okay, all right, hold on. In the chat, Gonoff just sent us another top definition from Urban Dictionary, which I don't know why our Mr. Meeseek spot didn't fucking find this for us. Sandbox, to push a body part or an inanimate object, often a sex toy, with force into the male urethra. A very uncommon way of masturbation and or pleasure, made famous by the internet video Kids in a Sandbox.
Oh, not going to look that up. Definitely not going to look that up.
So, nope. I'm not Doug this week.
I'm still Kevin.
Yeah.
He's always Kevin.
I'm Kev's friend from Chicago.
Yeah, that's me. I was there.
Link. Right?
Yep. Oh, yeah, Link was in Chicago. Yeah, he was there for a while.
I'm Link IB.
I love sandboxes.
I mean, I'd space dock him.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
He's a very attractive man.
Oh, that's fine. That's okay, but...
Ain't nothing wrong with two heterosexual men space docking each other. It's all acceptable if you're yelling Slayer the whole time.
And you kiss at the end.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're not going to be a dick about it. You know, you got to fucking show. I love Link, so you know that's what we do.
You got to be a gentleman.
He says, hey, no sandbox play, none.
Oh shit! If you like
that's all for his. The only person allowed to do that is his girlfriend.
If you like this banter and want some more, you can always subscribe to us over on Audio Boom. They are our main sponsor. We love them dearly for giving us our bandwidth. You can also catch us over on Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, and Stitcher Radio, and anywhere else that you find a podcast. You can also find us on social media at the 8-Bit Geek. And, of course, every Monday night we record live right here on Twitch. And that way you can interact with us like you if you hear us on the podcast talking about people in the chat. It's a lot of fun. People are really, really, really going at it right now.
They're really real.
And they're real. They're not bots this time.
Oh, man. Remember that one time we had bots in our room?
Nope. Never happened. Those 5,000 subscribers are legit followers of our show.
Yeah, that he who shall remain nameless says he didn't do, but we all knew who it was.
If you can't make it on a Monday night, if you're in Australia or the UK or somewhere else, in Japan, wherever, you can always hit us up on Discord. It's a thriving community with over 200, and I think we're approaching 250. So you can help with that.
You got to be past that by now, yeah?
Yeah,
I'll look. You keep
But,
talking, I'll look.
There is a ton of activity on there.
Yeah, we're past that.
And so over 250 members over there. They chat all the time. You can find some new friends. You can find people to play games with. And you can humiliate Doug if you'd like.
What?
What? Why would you do that?
Yeah, I'm not. What are you talking about?
What did he do to deserve such an attitude from you today, Jerry?
Yeah, what the fuck, man?
You can check out our other shows.
All right.
8-Bit Saga, Divas, Dropkicks and Dimes, Bravery Tarts, and Garbage Day, of course. If you want to, you can show some love to Doug, because I love him. And go to the latest episode of 8-Bit Saga.
Yeah.
And the Kale episode.
Finally had a new
That was
episode
so
up.
good.
Yeah, they got a new one over there. And Brainberry Tarts is back. They took a little bit of a break from what I hear. And they're back in full force. They're recording every week, so go check them out. 3D is going strong. And, of course, Garbage Day is providing you with some laughs along the way.
It wasn't me this time.
Watch your tongue, Kevin. You can always, of course, if you love the show, if you love what we're doing, you can always help support us a little bit by giving to our Patreon. We really do appreciate it. All that money goes right back into the show to make it better, and it goes for a good cause. We give you some good content as well. You get some pre-shows, you get some post-show, you get some exclusive content. It's a lot of fun over there, and you get to an exclusive chat room in the Discord as well. So you get all those things just by giving $5 a month, or you can give more and get some other cool stuff. But we thank you again, and then this is where I turn it over to Doug again to go over a little bit of what's happening in just a few days.
Oh shit! Coming up soon, like within the next maybe a little over a week. Maybe a little less than a week? Less than a week? Shit. October. 8-Bit Horror Fest starts October 1st and will continue through the rest of the month. We've got a lot of fun shit planned. We've got a lot of other fun other shows joining us to bring you reviews of some of our favorite scary movies. Shit. I think the first one's going to be from We Talk Games, which should be out next Monday.
Yeah!
Their review of... shit, what movie did they do? They did Pumpkinhead? Or did they do Puppet Master?
No, Puppet Master was done by Movie Films with Bill and Steve.
So, Pumpkinhead. Yes.
Speaking of We Talk Games, I want to give Kyle a shout out because of this awesome shirt that I'm wearing right now. Here, let's show that. I don't know if you can see it all, but
I don't know. Stand up so the podcast people can see it.
Yeah, this is great podcast audio. This is really great. You see this? Look at it. Oh, it's really cool.
My junk is touching the microphone.
No, it's not. Don't worry. Your junk's not that big.
Not that tall, and it's not that big.
Little do you guys know.
No.
Yeah, we do know how little it is.
Oh yeah, but yeah, big shout out to Kyle, and everybody at We Talk Games. But it's super cool. I love the shirt. It feels so soft. But yeah, I mean, you know what? We pimped it out for him, and he was super cool to send us all shirts. Did you guys all get yours?
No.
I saw Jerry. You got yours.
I am fairly certain that we almost brought nothing to the table for this thing, other than we announced it. And wait, I gotta ask. He's in the chat.
Well,
let me
ask. Keith is here.
Yeah, Keith is here.
Oh
Keith
yeah,
from We Talk
Kyle's
Games and Sidecast as well.
That's right. Never mind then. I was gonna ask, like, how did that? I wonder if it affected anything. Like, did the pay, or what is it? What was he on? Kickstarter?
Mm-hmm.
Kickstarter.
Did his Kickstarter go up after we released that episode? I hope it did, because I feel like we didn't contribute much.
Yeah,
but we got shirts from it.
Now, I haven't gotten mine yet. So...
Yeah, I'll see you.
It's in the mail.
Oh, is it at your? Is it get to you?
It's at my...
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah.
Let's see. Speaking of soft shirts, we have the exclusive 8-Bit Horror Fest shirt, which I'm wearing, and you can also see the design kind of in between Kevin and I if you're watching our stream right now on Twitch. It's super dope, and it's on sale through the end of October, so make sure you get it before then, or it's gone forever. What else? Real quick, if you are on the Twitch stream, it is still September through October 2nd, so you can get a subscription to our channel for only $2.50. So it's half off, and we get all of that, and it helps support the show. So consider becoming a Twitch subscriber.
Yeah, totally.
Let's see. Okay, let's get into some misconnections. You're not going to want to miss this one. If you're thinking about leaving, fucking don't. Because this first misconnection is the goddamn best thing I've ever fucking put on this show.
Oh no, that's building us up here. You don't let us down now.
Let's do misconnections. Every week we take real ads from the misconnection section of Craigslist. We read them in funny voices. They are completely real. We don't edit them in any way. We definitely can't make this stuff up.
Are you stalking me? Did you read my misconnection?
You know what we should do?
What's that?
You should definitely, like, for newcomers who don't know that we're being silent because there's a drop playing that Skype doesn't play through the headphones. Like, we should have a little thing on your little Twitch button bopper.
Yeah, no, if you send me those drops, I can hit them at the same time.
Or just hit the hip hop horn over and over again.
Yeah. Just
okay. I'll do that. I'll send you the drops, and that way you can play them as I play them. That'd be fun.
That would be fun.
All right.
Every week we try a little harder for you guys.
Where's that little rascal at? Where's Sean?
Oh, what's up, fellas?
Hey, what's up, Sean? How are you?
I'm doing all right. It's been an okay week.
Just okay? Come on.
Why?
I was in. I went to California. You know, as I do.
Okay.
I went and visited. You know, it's just you know.
Well, just
a lot of it's on fire now, so a lot of the hotties at the bodies have left. I guess they were worried about the implants melting or something, so a lot of them got out.
Okay.
Okay.
No, it's just it's a little sad. I just wish that it's no longer what the Beach Boys led me to believe it was, with a bunch of like hot smoking babes on the beach.
Or David Lee Roth.
I mean, now it's just a bunch of hot babes on fire on the beach.
Jesus. What do you got this week?
Yeah, that
this one is to Mrs. Taylor Swift.
Oh no.
Oh yes.
Oh.
Venice. Age 32.
No, you're not.
Miss Swift. This is partially a work of fiction. So as to relinquish personal desire in the realm of fantasy, at no point do I expect you or even anyone you know to see this. It's merely a shout-out into the void of cyberspace.
God damn it.
You recently won a suit against a sexual assailant, so I will try to keep that in perspective, as what I'm going to share could no doubt be constructed as vulgar, if not lustful.
Oh no.
The fact of the matter is, I want to eat your ass like groceries.
Oh God. That went from 0 to 100.
I'd start with the frozen stuff. I would just tear right into the ice cream, if you know what I'm saying.
Wait. I don't know.
We gotta put that stuff in the fridge first, or whatever is gonna melt. I don't know. I have contemplated this fantasy, keyword there, fantasy, many a time, and despite the fact many naysayers would argue you, Miss Swift, as a dainty little white chick, have no ass, I frankly don't agree, and even more so, don't care.
Oh no.
I think this every time your face graces any media outlet in my line of vision. And while I'm not particularly fond of your music genre, I can't shake the smitten goofy urge I get when your music is played at a supermarket. There's also a little. I have to just. Sorry, I wrote this after or right before I went grocery shopping. So groceries and supermarkets were just really on my mind. Or when I flip through the radio, your sexy full lips and gleaming eyes in ecstasy is all I can think of. Fantasizing you and your back with your legs wrapped around my neck, I shove my face between your soft, pale-skinned thighs and taste every bit of your sassy, rich girl self and a little bit of John Mayer.
Oh, no. That's not written there, is it? Oh. Somebody's knocking on your door, Jer. Can't even. Sean lost it. Oh, man. God damn it. I hate you both so much. And that's the podcast, everyone.
It gets me revving every damn time, and I just want to touch every spot that will make you squill in delight.
Fucking John Mayer killed me.
You're truly Sean Pennis.
My glasses fogged up from the heat.
Oh, boy.
Sean was shaking it off to Taylor Swift.
That was the best.
Sorry, guys. He's just saying what we're all thinking.
Okay, here we go. Stuff to follow up.
Yeah.
The John Mayer thing was an improv, guys. That was not actually written. I just want you to know. Holy shit. Because we're like, where the fuck did you find this? Craigslist.
JamQuest asks if he said, Kevin, you love John Mayer? No, not at all.
He's a huge fan. In fact, if anybody wants to, you can send all your John Mayer CDs to him.
No.
He'll love it.
I own one John Mayer CD that Ants gave me at Alamo City Alamo City Comic-Con, and it's in my car.
In the CD player.
That's all I will say. No, it's in my car.
You've listened to it.
It might be doubling as a brake pad, but it's in my car.
Oh, fuck. Here we go. Hey guys, what's going on?
Hey, Marky.
Oh, what's up, Mark?
Yeah, I heard some people like laughing and stuff. I wanted to be a part of it, okay?
No.
Well, let's do it.
Okay. I've got something here. Hopefully it'll make you laugh and stuff, okay? It's a real barn burner.
A what?
A barn burner.
A barn burner?
That's what I heard.
Okay, all right.
Okay. Wanted, uninhibited slut.
What?
You mean uninhibited?
Oh, is that what that says? Okay.
Yeah.
Uninhibited slut.
Hollywood has done you no favors.
I was in Vegas, okay? I'm 38.
No, no, you're not. That's a lie.
That is very untrue.
Okay. Well, I'm interested in finding someone who's like truly serious, NSA or the other government title, FWB.
What?
You know,
Federal.
there's the NSA, like, you know, and then there's the FWB. It's like the FBI. Is
Fat white boy?
that what that means?
I don't know.
Anyways, I know you're out there. Maybe you're not happy at home, okay? Maybe you just like want some real attention from a man. Maybe a secret freak who just needs more of this 6'2", 260 and a big BBC in shape and insane, okay?
What?
I just want to find someone to chat with. See where it goes from there, okay? No pressure. Because, you know, if there's some connection, then maybe there's more. Go ahead and reach out. It could be a lot of fun, okay?
Okay, I know for a fact what BBC is, and you are not.
Yeah. Also,
No.
NSA FWB is no strings attached friends with benefits.
Okay, well, I was on the BBC for a while, okay?
Yeah, you were.
Did a couple shows over there.
I don't want to know what shows you did over there. That's more than I ever want to know about you, Marky.
That doesn't... I mean, I could send you it.
I mean, I can send you clips too, but they're not safe for work.
Are they with me in it?
Just look at well, you might. I mean, if you're into that kind of thing, just look up. Go to Pornhub, look up BBC. I think you'll be quite interested.
I didn't think that they produced stuff for them.
Yeah, it's exclusive.
Okay, cool. All right, guys. Well, have a great week, okay?
All right, Marky.
Okay. But goodbye.
See you, bud.
Bye. Okay. Bye.
That's out the window every time.
Let me preface this by saying I hate you guys so much for making me read this shit. This is your favorite ginger, Velvet Jones here.
Oh, Jesus.
I got some shit to tell you.
See, there was one that it started off real strong, and then I had to bring in a little bit to just rest everybody's face, and then we got to go back to the extreme again. This is how it works. It's like a wave.
You made my curly ginger hair go straight for this shit. Let's start this off by saying, Lisa! Mason looking for Lisa to squirt all over me again. God damn it. Mail for women, Bakersfield.
That's California. That's where the fires are.
That's exactly why there's a fire.
Yeah, we were all there this weekend.
My hair is long. Like I said, this really straightened it out. My facial hair, I've got a nice beard, if you couldn't tell. This week, I drink sometimes. My likes are weed, fisting pussy, and 420. All in that order. What I like that I like weed and 420, but my drugs are sometimes. My age this week is 35. Now I'm posting here. God damn it. I'm posting this on here, hoping to reconnect with a sexy lady named Lisa that I had some amazing times playing with her at her apartment by the Home Depot on Ming a while back. I can give you the full address if you need to. I can be more descriptive. Now, I had been trying to get back in touch for a while now, but number was out of service the last time I tried calling, and my phone had also been disconnected for a while too, so we both seemed to have just lost contact. But I've been wanting to get together sometime and play and get dripping wet and hardcore. That is a long sentence without a period. I know it's been a while, but if you are Lisa, then message me your text info. So text me your text or a way to contact you again if you're, damn, Jerry must have wrote this one, interested in getting together sometime, or if you know Lisa, trust me, you'd know if you've seen her. Then let her know that I would definitely like to see her again sometime. Mention the fisting. That'll really get her going.
I have to assume that's probably what led to the squirting.
Well, you know, hey, one thing leads to another. You add weed, fisting, and 420.
Right. It's just, yep, it's like a fucking slip and slide.
It's like Champagne Showers by LMAO. Now, I'm interested for sure and would definitely like to reconnect and get together again to have some good, nasty fun. Winky face. Sexy Lisa. Hot BBW squirting all over me. Big, beautiful women. Up my alley. Not like the BBCs that Mark is into. Now, it was some awesome hardcore fucking and fisting. God, how does this... It was some awesome hardcore fucking and goddamn, this is terrible. And sloppy. And I hope you'll be squirting all over me again sometime soon. There's a lot of exclamation marks. A smiley face at the end. I think I got what I wanted out of this.
All
I don't think I really need to meet up with you anymore, Lisa.
right,
But if
I'm just gonna go out the window too. This got a little too freaky for me. So I'll see you guys later.
I'm gonna go wash myself off in Ed's pool.
Oh
Don't
shit!
bring that shit over here.
Coming at you, Velvet Jones, baby. Filthy conversation.
Fucking Christ.
Oh my god!
Thank you so much for that.
Listen, you've had light duty for a while. I had to get you a little dirty.
Oh, I'll have to scrub twice.
Oh man. Anyways, this week let's get into the box office. Kingsman: The Golden Circle made $39 million in its first week, and I went to go see that.
Oh, what'd you think?
I really enjoyed it. I really liked it. It's a fun movie. I think it's a great follow up. It doesn't. It didn't have those kind of wow moments that the first movie did, but it was still very enjoyable.
Cool. I wanted to see it. I just didn't get time this weekend.
You know, it didn't have anything like the church scene.
Oh man.
Or the build up to what happened. I won't ruin it for anybody. Spoilers, but it was still a fantastic film. If that would have been the first one, you still would have just been like thumbs fucking up. Like it would have been a good start to a series.
That church scene in the first one was one of the best like one shot action sequences I've seen in years.
Yeah, I mean there's
Or a continuous shot, I guess, would be the
really hard to top that.
yeah.
But yeah, a great villain, a lot of fun, and the villain's lair was legit.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Let's see. Then It is down to number 2, but it still made
It made its money.
It's at 266 million, and it is now the number 1 R-rated horror of all time, beating out what movie, Kev?
Deadpool?
Little Shop of Horrors.
What?
Oh, just kidding.
I was gonna say Little Shop of Horrors was not a horror movie.
Poltergeist.
Oh,
Really?
I wasn't gonna fucking know that.
Kev gets all. Come on, man. What did you?
What am I, a fucking Craig T. Nelson Wikipedia over here?
Are you not, Coach?
No, Coach.
The Lego Movie came in third in its first week, and really a dismal 21 million, and that's a rough start for the Lego franchise. That's the third movie in the franchise.
Okay.
Yeah. What? Oh yeah, Lego Batman. Yeah.
And the Lego, yeah, because you had Lego Batman, Lego Movie.
I was
And
forgetting about Lego Batman. Yeah, it was 30 million less than the original. The original one made its opening weekend. So
I think it's because Ninjago isn't as big. I mean, you use the Lego Worlds one because it has everyone in it. You have Lego Batman, so you're going to attract the Batman crowd.
But
this one, Ninjago, is like, eh.
It's huge.
It's huge, Kev. Ninjago is like I mean, because all those others are other properties. Ninjago's their own thing, and it's fucking huge. It has its own TV show, man. Yeah, it's huge.
Yeah.
I don't watch.
My son has a ton of Ninjago sets. He fucking loves it. But this one, I think it just failed because it didn't entice anybody with the previews. Like I saw the previews and I was like, well, that doesn't seem that fun or funny. You know, they had one funny line where it was like, "Dad," but that was it.
Yeah.
That was it. Okay. Today
like,
I learned.
Moving on. So let's get into some movie news. So Matthew Vaughn wanted to make a young Wolverine movie, and Fox says that the reboot is still possible. Are you guys
we're good? No, we're solid. No, we don't need it.
Yeah, even if it's Matthew Vaughn, I would say if anyone can do it and keep it rated R, if they do, Matthew Vaughn would be great. I mean, once again, he's the guy who did Kick-Ass and Kingsman. So,
yeah, he said he didn't. I didn't want to do the Days of Future Past next, and he felt like he wanted to move on and do something pretty cool, which would have been a Wolverine movie, a younger. I don't think it's needed yet, right? Like let 10 years pass, right? At least. Maybe
at least. The problem is, I think part of the problem is that we had Hugh Jackman as Wolverine for 20 years, almost 20 years, like some 18 odd years is him playing that character, and that's too soon, like to go into like, well, now he's younger.
Yeah.
It's like, but we had that with not only the movie that should be forgotten for all time. X-Men Origins, Wolverine, but also like X-Men 1. Like, he's pretty young in that movie. Hugh Jackman was pretty young in that movie because again, it was almost 20 fucking years ago.
God, yeah.
And how many other people do you have in the X-Men universe you could probably fucking do?
Well, I don't know, hundreds, literally
Right?
hundreds. The fact that like there's 2 more X-Men based TV shows coming out this year, and then like another like movie or series or something else coming out. I don't remember. Like there's a fuck ton of there's so many. It's like their largest like universe of characters is the X-Men.
Mm-hmm. I agree with you. So I don't think we don't need it. We don't need it. Move on for now. Netflix did something really fucking great to a pop-up bar, and they sent a cease and desist letter to a Stranger Things themed pop-up bar, and the letter is fucking awesome. Kev, will you do the honors?
Yeah. And this is great because I've actually been to this arcade bar, not when it was popped up as the Stranger Things, but just it's a regular like a barcade in Chicago. It's right in the Wicker Park area. I've seen pictures of this and it looks fantastic. But here's the letter. Danny and Dougie, my walkie-talkie is busted, so I had to write this note instead. I heard you launched a Stranger Things pop-up bar at your Logan Square location. Look, I don't want you to think I'm a total wasteoid, and I love how much you guys love the show. Just wait until you see season 2. But unless I'm living in the Upside Down, I don't think we did a deal with you to have this pop up. You're obviously creative types, so I'm sure you could appreciate that it's important to have us a say in how our fans encounter the worlds we build. Now, we're not going to go full Dr. Brenner on you, but we ask that you please, 1, not extend the pop-up beyond its 6-week run ending in September, and 2, reach out to us for permission if you plan to do something like this again. Let me know as soon as possible that you agree to these requests. We love our fans more than anything, but you should know that the Demogorgon guy is not always as forgiving. So please don't make us call your mom. And then thanks. And it was some dude from Netflix.
I just think that is, I just think that's so fucking rad that instead of getting your lawyers to fucking sick them and like sue the shit out of them and make them shut it down, they're letting them run it out for its next 6 weeks. Like, that's fucking dope.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, it's a cool, like, it sucks that they got a cease and desist. I mean, it makes sense because it's a pop-up thing. But, like, there's so many of these pop-up, like, bars showing up where they're just themed after stuff. But, like, at the same time, it's like, hey, we super fucking love it. Like, just, hey, if you want to do this again, next time just contact us. We'll work something out. We like that you're doing this. But, like, we want to make, again, like they said, we want to make sure that our fans experience the world that we intend to, so, especially since it's still an active property. But, like, yeah, it's a cool and funny way. Like, it still sucks they kind of got one, and I'm sure they're probably like, oh man, bummer. But at the same time, like, but they left it open to future endeavors with them.
Yeah,
so
and that's cool.
Yeah,
I think eventually. I mean, I would assume they did this pop-up bar without getting their permission, probably because they thought they would, that Netflix would pull a CBS on them and shut their shit down, like they have all the Star Trek fan fictions. So I can see why they're doing this, and I don't know, props to the people at Emporium to do this in the first place. That's pretty awesome. And I'm sure it's going to be obviously positive press for Stranger Things. Not like it needs any because everyone's already hyped enough for it. But that's going to help. And Chicago's been doing that a lot lately with these pop-up bars. I don't know if it's all around, but they also have the Max from Saved by the Bell, that fucking fast food diner that was in the show. They actually have a pop-up bar of that in Wicker, not a bar, but a pop-up restaurant there in Wicker Park. And the original waiter guy, like the guy that was working behind the counter, works there. And they have him working there. Yeah, so he like takes pictures with people and like, just kind of like just hangs out there. It's really cool.
No.
The pop-up bar has gained a lot of traction as of late. And they do, I know here in Texas they've been doing them for a bit, and so I think you see them everywhere. It's just whatever pops up.
I see what you did there.
Yeah.
And we just lost 20 viewers. Thanks, Jerry.
Yeah, there we'll go. See you guys.
Kick from here.
What's that?
Paramount is pissed. They're mad at it. J.J. Abrams for dumping them to make another Star Wars movie.
Dumping them again.
Yeah, because they have a contract. Yeah, again. because he did it the first time.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, they shouldn't be too mad because it seems like Disney paid Paramount a 7-figure deal in order to get him over to do this movie.
Jesus.
That's how much they wanted this man. So I don't know how many zeros, but I'm sure it's a lot to make up for the movie he was supposed to make for Paramount. And the thing is, they can't be too mad at J.J. Abrams because his contract runs out next year. So they still want one movie out of him, and they want to renegotiate. So, so they can't be like, well, they're probably just like, well, shucks, JJ. Really wish you weren't doing this to us again, but
This is like the lyrics from that Offspring song, Self-Esteem.
But
what?
We make plans to go out at night. I wait till 2, then I turn off the lights. And then she like comes over and he's like, all right, cool, we'll still do it.
I was waiting for the explanation.
Did you want me to go into that? Did you want me to interpret the lyrics?
No.
Basically, Paramount is they are just like they don't have enough self-esteem to go for some other director, and they just
Okay, cool, Kev. So to answer the
You
question,
see, it's like my high school life.
Cool.
yeah, cool.
I hate you all.
JamQuest, wait, which one? So JamQuest, J.J. Abrams has a partnership with Paramount. It's his home base. It's where he's making movies at. And he left. He was scheduled to do a movie in the first Star Wars episode 7, episode 7. And he did that instead of doing a movie for Paramount. And then he left. He said, I'm not going to do another Star Wars. And now he's coming back to do the 9th one, if you weren't caught up. And so he's leaving again. He was supposed to do another Paramount movie. So that's to catch you up real quick if you don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
So Apple, here's something that's really fucked up when it comes to two technology companies that just won't play nice. Okay. Apple TV, the 4K edition that's coming out, won't play 4K YouTube videos because it's missing the Google codec. Like, how fucking petty can you be?
Well, it is Apple, so they're probably going to come out with
that doesn't fall to Apple. That's Google saying,
saying
you can't have our codec to play 4K videos on your device.
This is just going to make Apple want to make a streaming service themselves.
Matter of time.
Well,
yeah.
they do kind of. They already started with Apple Music. Now they have what's that? Carpool Karaoke. They have that.
True. They have that show on their service.
They also did the Dr.
There you go.
documentary.
Oh yeah.
They have another couple. They have the
Dr. Dre documentary.
Oh no, that was HBO.
Yeah, that was HBO. You're talking about the Defiant ones? Yeah.
No. Oh yeah. No, they did the. He did.
I mean, Apple was involved in it, but I don't think they had any like.
No.
exclusivity.
I was thinking about they did the P Diddy documentary, which was much. It was so bad.
Oh man, P Diddy. What happened to him?
He's still successful, I guess.
He's still very successful and more successful than I'll ever be in life, but I haven't seen him in a minute.
Yeah.
So there's that. I find it funny and amusing that these companies like Apple uses Google search in their phones now instead of Bing, but Google won't give them a codec because probably Google has does Google have their own stream fucking service? Or I mean, player.
The Chromecast or whatever the fuck it's called.
Chromecast.
Yeah, the Chromecast.
Mhm.
So that's probably why.
Yeah, it makes me wonder if things like the Roku or whatever, if they'll get the 4K YouTubes on their 4K device.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I think especially now that the phone game, like Google's in the phone game full, like by purchasing HTC, I think now that they're probably going to be a lot more selective on who they're going to give their codecs to and stuff.
Kids.
Should all be fucking open at this point because
I mean, I agree.
YouTube is a universal fucking application.
Agreed. I mean, they're going to make their money no matter what.
And you would think that they'd want it on because they get their money from advertisement. So why not release the codec?
Yeah.
What's holding you back?
Pride? I don't know.
Probably. Matthew Vaughn, we talked a little bit about Kingsman up at the beginning of the show. He wants to make Kingsman 3. Well, duh. And spin-off movies. I'm okay with that. I really enjoy... I'm gonna say something that may upset some listeners. But I think that this is the modern day Bond for our generation. Like this. I fucking love these films, and I enjoy this much more than watching the new Bond films. I'm going to be honest with you.
Probably because it's more I can't say grounded
No.
because there's just some over the top action. Maybe because it's more, the characters are more likable than Bond.
More
Maybe.
likable. It's a little more like I'm gonna say gritty because
It's definitely
Bond,
grittier,
Like
yeah.
Bond is, but also isn't. Like because Bond is still
Mhm.
trying to attract like an older audience. I feel like.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Bond is rich in history. Don't get me wrong, and still good movies. But I just feel like this is kind of like what if Star Wars wasn't making films. When we all went to go see Guardians of the Galaxy, we're like, oh my god, this is what Star Wars is like in this fucking generation.
Yeah.
I feel like this is the same thing to the spy genre, which
Yeah.
so
I can see that. I can
Uh,
definitely see that.
I can't fucking talk much about this because of the fact that I'm going to spoil shit that happened in the movie, because there's some things that happen that you would see and you would go, okay, that's a spinoff. That definitely is going to, like, you're going to, so I'm going to cap it. I'm going to cap that for later until you guys see it. Then we'll
Good.
talk about
We'll talk about it next week because I'm sure I'll go see it sometime this week. And Doug, Doug.
it. He's just Doug.
It's just not a lot of movies I go see in theaters. That's just. I mean, I literally just saw Baby Driver.
That's true.
So
And
good.
that movie was dope as fuck.
I went to go see that by myself. I went to go see Kingsman by myself because I went to go get Ashley's phone fixed. She cracked her screen.
Of course she did. Of course she did.
Again.
I'm going to tell you right now, this woman ain't getting shit for Christmas.
No. Yeah, she
No,
ruined,
she already got everything for
yeah,
Christmas.
she ruined her
Christmas
car.
came way early.
She ruined her car. And then it ruined again the second you got it back. And then she's broken her 8th phone this year. So now she done. She good. Also, she keeps interrupting the show, so she's super good.
I sold my fucking motorcycle and all the money went into her car. So I think I'm good.
Wow.
So anyways, I went to the Apple store. I made a reservation, got there. And here's a fun little tidbit if you haven't gone to one of those in a while. They make you wait an hour and a half to get your screen replaced because now a robot does it instead of them. They don't swap out your phone anymore. They make a robot switch out, which you've seen, I'm sure, in the press. But I didn't know it was going to take an hour and a half. So luckily there was a theater next to me, and it was 5 o'clock when the show started. I said, "Oh shit! All right, well, I'll go fucking kill some time and watch this."
Was there a robot or was there a redneck outside the store going like, "Robot kick my gear"?
It's about time that you follow, because if not,
There,
brother,
there was a very angry. It's in the rich part of town. It's in South Lake. So there's a very angry rich person
Hello
next to
there.
me who was
Thank you for
arguing
that
because he had to wait an hour and a
sexy
half for his phone.
Robot took my job.
Oh my god, are you serious? This is gonna take an hour and a half, man.
Is that Chris Carrabba?
Scrabble, I'm for holiday.
Chris Carrabba waiting for his phone.
Your hair.
You better stop that or she's going to kick down your door and go, Chris! I thought Chris Carrabba was back. Oh, are you recording the show?
Sneaked in through the window.
Oh, I know.
Chris! Get back in the fucking pool, bro!
We're gonna meet Chris Carrabba one day, and he's gonna go ape shit on all of us and
Thank you
beat
for
the
that
ever-loving
sexy
shit
follow.
out of all of us. It's gonna take everything. He's bulking up right now, just so he knows one day he's gonna run into us and kick the ever-loving shit out of all three of us.
And then
And
I
this
have
is-
to assume he's going to drain our life force because that fool looks the fucking same as he did in 1998.
I'm telling you, man.
This is what
We
he
should
would say.
we should really lay off of Chris Carrabba.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna kick our asses one day.
Here's how it's gonna go down. I'm gonna stir your blood now.
Hands down, this is the best blood I have.
Your bones are everywhere.
Jesus.
And I'm for breakfast. Okay, so we have some controversy here with the game that we played this week, and we'll get into it a little bit here. But We got sent a code from Epic Games for Fortnite.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And
How'd that go?
Doug and I have played it. Doug got into it a little bit, so now we're going to talk about it, and we're going to leave out the story about them versus Player Unknown's Battleground. But what did you think of the game and stuff?
I want to play more. Like, I want to play a little bit more because, like, I've enjoyed the like aesthetic of the game. I like how it looked. That it was very pretty, and like the character design was cool. I liked like the husk design. I thought that was really clever, where it looks like they have hoodies on or whatever, but it's the skin of the head that's just fallen down off the skull. I thought that was really fucking clever and a really cool design. What? Not for you, Kev?
No. I was looking up something completely different, and an Urban Dictionary thing popped up, and it was exactly not what I wanted. We'll talk about that post show.
Okay. So I like that. I like the look of the game, and I like that it kind of has that whole crafting stuff that I like from like Ark and a lot of those games. But the problem that I had with it, and at least where I've gotten so far, is that it feels like it quickly becomes a tower defense game. I feel like I am building my base to protect it from waves constantly. And yeah, like you open chests or whatever, and now you have new characters that are also you can play as that'll help you build stuff and go find stuff, and they do little missions and whatever. But like it felt like it quickly became a tower defense game, and I am not about those, so I kind of a little bit lost interest in it. So I haven't played it as much because I would literally like launch it like, okay, let's do this, and then I would like get into it and be like, oh, I don't want to fucking build a wall and set traps on it and then do 8 waves of these fucking husks running at the goddamn base again. Like that got annoying. I think a little more free roam to it would have been nicer.
Yeah, I really love that. It looks like a game that was built on the Pixar movie engine. Like
Hello there.
it's that fantastic. I love the art style and everything like that. But I'm with Doug. I feel like I don't know. I feel like if this was a 4-player co-op where you were running around this world completing missions, I would really have loved that instead of a tower defense. And I just feel like you're stuck in this just little tiny area, and all I want to do is roam, and all I want to do is go find shit and have fun with it. So that's where I stand on it. But I am excited to see it's still in beta, alpha, whatever, until next year. So I'm looking to see what they expand on it. And so far they've added one mode, which has caught a lot of shit, which is the battle royale mode. And so far, Player Unknown's Battleground creator is not very happy with it, and it came out today. Like, I have a lot of information here about it, about what they originally said in the press is just like it's a clone of our game, and we're not happy about it. So today, the devs went into further explanation, and I didn't write it down here, but they went on to say they're not mad that they made a battle royale mode, because there's been many people who have done it so far this year. And he says that there's people, the China game market has done it. Like they said, great, competition is wonderful. And I think that if you're going to build it, it's going to make our game better. But what we don't like about it is that Epic Games did it, and it's the developer who makes which the game is built upon.
Yeah. We were talking about this in one of our other chats, and it's talking about how it's not necessarily. Yeah, it's a pretty fucking direct ripoff. I mean, if you play it, there's so many similarities between it and PUBG that it's hard to ignore. And yeah, there are other battle royale games that are fairly similar, but like you're in an airplane more or less. You drop out and you parachute down. Like it has the compass thing along the top of the screen to let you know what direction you're facing. Like stuff that just seems like very like I was playing it, I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I recognize all of this.
So you did get a chance to play it?
Yeah, and like just it felt like a cheap ripoff. And I know the issue is not necessarily that they did a battle royale. Is that they were involved with the creation of their game, and then there was we were talking about how because they use Unreal Engine and there's like stuff that gets like shared because it's part of the agreement that you apparently sign when you use their software or whatever. So it's like, did they steal it? Did they directly steal it? Did they, like, it's because they were involved with the creation of their game, and that's why they feel like, like, hey, not cool. Hey, not cool. So.
Hey guys, like, we did this and now you're doing it, and like, I don't think that's nice. Yeah, and I mean, they just announced today too, like, they're not backing. Epic Games is not backing down. Today they announced that the duos is added.
Oh no!
Group mode has been added. Drops have been added, and the difference in drops is that you can shoot it out of the sky to make it fall faster. And then they're also adding. Oh, what the fuck did they? Anywho, yeah. So those things are way too similar, so I was just like, well, this is going to be fun to watch, like, because I feel like what happens now if Battleground says, well, fuck you guys, let's just move to a new engine, and does that fuck them over? I don't think they would, because I think they're too far deep into development.
Yeah, at
but
this
it
point.
could happen. It could.
Yeah.
Who knows? So it'll be interesting to see if there's any legal moves that happen because of this, and what it does for Epic Games. So next week, get prepared. Thursday. This week. September 28th, 11 a.m. Eastern Time, we're getting an announcement about Red Dead Redemption 2.
It's the announcement of the announcement.
Yeah, they're just like, all right, guys, thanks for coming in. We wanted to show you some concept art, and then get ready, because October 28th, 1 month from now, we're going to have a huge announcement.
Yeah, it's like a save the date, like, is what they're doing, really.
So, yeah, I mean, I'm pretty stoked. I can't wait. I think, of course, we'll see a full-length trailer, and we'll get a release date.
I also hope that they do like what they did for the first game, and that I don't know if you guys paid any attention to this stuff, but when the first game was coming out, you go to like the Red Dead Redemption website, and they had a bunch of like video diary sort of things about the production of the game. Like they had about like how they did the soundtrack for that game, and how all the sound effects, and like having to replicate all these old gun sounds, and like the sound of horses and the sound of the animals and blah blah blah, as well as
I remember that.
Like traveling across the Midwest and the west of the United States and stuff, just to like get these locations right, and actually building out sets and stuff, so that like taking like their graphics team there, so they could actually see what a fucking Western town would look like, so they could like build the game, and actually like have them sketch it out and do all their artwork and whatnot. I thought that was really fucking cool. So I hope they do something like that again, because Red Dead had some really cool ideas as far as like, again, the soundtrack, the fact that they recorded the soundtrack at the same tempo and the same key, but all these different variant parts, and literally the music in that game was seamless in its transitions because of how they set up the engine to how it chose to play the music, where it was just layering pieces on top of each other to make the music that you're listening to. I thought that was really fucking brilliant, and it was just cool to watch and learn that. And so I hope they do something similar for Red Dead 2. Again, it's like my favorite game of all time, so.
Yeah.
I agree.
I mean, still, to this day, I mean, that game came out in, 2010? Their horses are still more realistic than any other horses that's been in any other video game.
It's true.
Let's see. What else?
It's a weird thing to mention, by the way, but I mean,
No, I get it.
Like those horses look so real.
Those the animations of the legs when they go up and down is fucking amazing.
Sometimes I just turn on the video game and just ride a horse.
Sometimes I just watch YouTube videos of horses riding around in Red Dead Redemption.
I do comparison videos. Check out my YouTube.
Sometimes I go to Pornhub and upload that shit.
Whoa. Too far.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought that's where we were headed.
Nope.
My bad. Well, here's something that's interesting and has caused me not to purchase the game. One reason why I haven't purchased the game. NBA 2K18 is riddled with microtransactions.
Well, yeah, wasn't 2K17 like that too?
2K17 started off like that, a little bit. They were like dipping their fucking toe in the water, right? They were like, all right, well, here's some, you could buy a pair of shoes for 60 VP or whatever the fuck it's called, VC. And they were like, okay, cool. 60 not bad. I mean, and you earn a lot during the game, so cool. No big deal. This year, holy fuck. $60 gets you the game, but nothing else because you gotta pay to play, baby. In order to get your attributes up, you have to, of course, play the game a lot, or they offer you a quick, easy shortcut: buy all of your stats, and then if you want to get a haircut, the haircuts were 1,500 VC. And then if you wanted tattoos or dunks or anything else, you'll have to pay to play. Now, they have, so the community went fucking ape shit.
Right. As they would and as we should.
Right.
Yeah. And so they slashed some prices after that happened.
How nice of them.
A haircut that was 1,500 is now 100.
What about the schmucks that paid the 1,500 for them?
They are ass out.
That's what you get for being an early adopter.
Yeah. So I think that's a shitty thing to do. I like how.
Oh man.
I like the fact that companies like EA have figured it out and said, you know what, this microtransaction thing doesn't really work for like it's not working and it's making people very angry. We could make a ton of money, but let's not do that. We're going to make our DLC free so that way everybody can play the game and be in the same place. We're not going to make you pay for upgrades. If we are going to have you pay for anything, it's going to be for just visual upgrades. Now, I get it. There are a couple games that EA puts out like Madden, and their sports franchises still do that. I'm talking about more or less their action games and shit like that. But they seem to have it figured out. And with Madden, you still get a complete game, and they only make you pay if you want to be in their fantasy league like thing. Like that's where that sits. This is all the way throughout the fucking game. So 2K is continually doing this with their games. And then even Warner Brothers, as we've seen lately, has just been like, well, let's see how far we can fucking push it. So I'm not down with that. Obviously, I'm okay with games as long as they're fully featured and you can play them. And if you want to buy cosmetic shit, you can. But if it's pay to win, I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
That's BS. And it sucks because WWE 2K18 is coming out right around the corner.
It's going to be the same way, man.
Yeah, I'm hoping they don't do that. So far, they have not had any kind of transactions, no VC or anything like that. Or the ones that they had, you had to earn them through the game. Like there was no microtransactions. So if you wanted, like, say, VC points, you just played a bunch of matches. You went through career mode and you ended up unlocking.
Right now, Kev, you want that new hairstyle? You want that? You want a customized 8-bit Geek shirt that you can upload? It's going to cost you 1,000 VC to upload your own logo.
Oh no! Fuck no! Yeah, they can kiss my ass with that shit.
So it'll be interesting to see how they continue to do it. But
yeah,
fuck them.
Good job, 2K. Way to pick up the asshole game. Somebody had to do it, right?
Somebody's got to do it. EA and Ubisoft were tired of having that fucking label. They're like,
yeah,
someone new, please. Let's just do right things from now on.
2K is like, hold my beer.
Let's see. Steam is. I just saw this the other day. I don't know if you guys have saw this. I was looking at through some games and I saw this little chart here that they released recently, and some infographs for their reviews. So that way, they've had a real big problem with bombings. Not actual bombings, but review bombings. So if a company did something wrong, then everyone would go through and just say, fuck you, negative reviews.
Like they did that for Grand Theft Auto when Grand Theft Auto offered, what was it? Some kind of like, they took the mods away. And then they did that for Dota 2.
Yeah, they Dota 2 most recently for the Half-Life 3, like, retribution. Like, no Half-Life 3? Fuck Dota 2!
Yeah, like Dota 2 and Team Fortress got like the worst reviews that week.
Dota 2's like, what did I do?
Worst reviews, yet still millions of people are playing it.
Mm-hmm.
So what Steam did was they said, all right, we'll give you some data to back up how good this game is. So now you could see in the past history of how well it was reviewed, and you can see where people got fucking angry at their keyboards and started shit talking on a game. So, which also happens because of the fact that you see like a game come out and it's a botched patch and people just fucking negative, fuck you. And or if like they don't like something out of one of the new online games, they're same thing. So at least you can go back and see like, okay, so this game is actually pretty fucking good.
Mm-hmm.
So that's good. Here's a uplifting story. Something to make your Christmas spirits joyful. Nintendo of America president says that the demand for the Switch is still outpacing supply.
In no shit Sherlock news.
And
Yeah.
and somehow we've become the bad guys. Like, we used to be the family favorite, and now we're some evil empire who just wants to fuck everyone over and ruin everyone's holidays. Because, we didn't know it'd be this popular.
Right?
And then that's when you cue like
sure.
the wacky the sitcom music. They're like dee-doo-ba-dee-boop-bang.
What the fuck was that?
Like Seinfeld. Like,
Oh.
I didn't know it'd be so popular. Yeah.
Yeah, and I didn't know that a year after launch it would still be this popular.
Especially when they already have Zelda out and people still want to play that. And then they have a Mario Odyssey game coming out in October. There's the Mario Rabbids. Like they've actually finally got some fucking games coming out. And now they're like, oh, I still don't know why people want this system.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I thought that you guys, oh shit, we're popular again?
Here, let's put out 2 more.
It's almost like they don't have computers and they don't connect to any kind of financial data of sales. So they don't have any figures and they're just sitting in a room going, oh fuck guys, I don't know, do you think we should make like 10 more or like 100 more? I don't know what the demand is.
You know what? Let's go between that. Let's do about 30.
Okay, that sounds fair. Let's ship 1 to each store in Japan. What about America? Oh shit, we sent them there?
Wait, we sell them in America?
Fuck. Better make another 20.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, this is fucking stupid. Nintendo, if you ever hear this,
The
fuck
seats
you.
were rocking.
Just
You came
fuck
knocking.
you.
Thanks for the follow.
Wow. I didn't say all that.
No, this is, we've been reporting on this bullshit for like 3 fucking years now. The same thing every fucking time. Oh, we didn't know. Oh, we didn't know. Oh, who fucking knew? Oh, everyone, you ass. Fucking, like, goddamn. That's why you do pre-orders, so you can fucking measure how popular it's gonna be. And like this bullshit this year of like, hey, let's do pre-orders. Haha, just kidding. No. Okay, let's do pre-orders again. No, just kidding. Haha. It's because it's like, oh shit, oh fuck, there's no way we could make that many that quickly, or whatever. I don't know. I feel like they're still making these things by hand. Like that's the only explanation at this point is that they have a factory of 30 people making these by hand, and that's why they can't get them out in time. Because this is fucking stupid. Because the parts that go into their machines are readily available.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the funny part: is that those same 30 people who are making them are also getting all of the raw supplies for it too. They're like, "Fuck, is Bob back from the? Is he back from the mine?"
Yeah.
It's a terrible situation.
Well, here's some good news. HTC, who just got purchased, by the way, by Google, is giving Vive developers all app revenue for the rest of 2017. Now, I asked them, is that a good thing where you're like, oh, that's fucking awesome, or is that a bad thing where developers are starting to slow down production of games because they're like, nobody's buying this shit?
I think it's more of just kind of a way of saying, hey, we appreciate what you do. Here's some incentive to keep making this stuff.
I think it's a mixture of two. I think that there's no real. I think not many people have a Vive. I think that it's an elite group right now, and so developers are like, we're not making money off of this, and we're not going to develop anymore for this. So I think they're trying to still be like, hey, come back, please come back. You can have all the monies. I think it's expensive. It's a $600 now. Still $600. I mean, you're not buying a fucking PC and a headset like the average gamer isn't. I mean,
think about it. Once you get the headset, you still need to get a good video card and PC to run it properly.
Just perfect example. Us three. we have a little bit of disposable income. We have gaming PCs, but we ain't got no fucking Vives.
Throw it on the card, Doug.
Hey everyone, if you want to help support the show, it's September. Subs are half off. $2.50 to help support the show. You can join our Patreon for as little as $5 a month and get some super sick content.
By the way, can we take a second now to do all the follows and stuff?
No, that's the beginning of the month.
No. We've had a little during the show.
Oh, shit.
Follows and donations, because we've had a number of donations tonight as well.
Yes. So we have LOL M3M3 has followed. Thank you for that. King Rexatron donated a whole bunch of money. Well, he donated $10 and then Gone Off followed it up with $3.10 to get our $900 goal.
Whoa.
And King was like, no, we got to fix this. He actually said had to fix and donated $6.90. So now we're sitting at $906.90.
Nice.
Nice. And so other than that, we have Geeka Valley followed. It's me, Kenny, followed. Thank you. Brendan YT Games has followed. It's
Kenny.
It's me, Kenny.
So Kenny, the Kenny?
Oh, is it your friend Kenny, the one who totally exists?
It's Jer's sub account. And thank you, Brandon, for following us. Fucking B Space Jesus has followed.
Well, about time.
I don't took 3 years.
Inhokook has followed, and I think that's about it so far. But that's pretty good. So thank you all for the follows and stuff.
Yay!
Oh.
And then Rexatron donated a bunch of bits throughout. So thanks again, Rex. He's like 69 bits, 40. So thanks. You guys are awesome.
God damn.
Ryan brought up a good point. He said that don't forget that HTC is trying to sell off the Vive to someone else, and that's true too. So I think that VR is in a little bit of trouble at the end of this year because fuck. What do you mean? Don't
I
me.
think it's doing just fine.
Sorry, I don't know if you're talking to me or him. I just went like this because we just got another $3.10 donation that made it $9.10. So someone hit that 420.
And King Rex just cheered 291 gems.
Kev, I'm not saying that
it's whatever.
I'm not saying that it's doomed. I'm just saying that there's a small speed bump right now in the VR market, and you can see that because of both companies had to slash their prices a little bit, and now this is happening. I know you don't want to believe it.
No.
But it's
me covering my ears.
I think as soon as they introduce the next generation, the cheaper, lighter, and better displays, I think that it starts to take off more.
Well, yeah, as the technology gets more affordable too. Right. That's what's really going to matter. Once they get affordable technology into normal consumer homes, then obviously they're going to take off, and there's going to be a lot more people developing for it. Right now, it's kind of a pioneer phase. So, I mean, there's a lot of companies doing VR games now, though. A lot more PSVR games are showing up on the market. A lot more on Steam. Games. You're not going to get AAA titles, but you're going to get games.
Mm-hmm. At least you. Sorry, Kevin. At least you have Doom and Fallout 4 coming out.
And Elder Scrolls.
Yeah. I mean, that comes out of everything.
Yeah, that's going to be on every system. Every new system that's announced is going to get Elder Scrolls Skyrim.
Let's move on to the last story of the night, and this is one that I absolutely fucking love. I don't know if you guys ever loved playing with the Duke, but it's one of my favorite fucking controllers of all time because of my big ass hands. It fit it like a glove.
I've never heard it called the Duke.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, I've never heard it called the Duke. I just remember the Xbox control.
It was always called the Duke. Wow.
I swear I don't remember ever hearing that.
So anyways, the original Xbox controller from back in the day, the giant one that everyone complained about before the redesign, is coming back, and it has an LCD monitor in it as well. So I don't know what that's for.
What the fuck?
So it got approved. There's a third-party company that's making it, and it is officially licensed from Microsoft. They gave the okay, and I'm going to be fucking first in line Well, maybe not. I'll be like
You'll be
4th or
the only one in line.
5th. No, no.
It's because they're selling it online, so he's like standing in some random
It
line.
depends on how they make it. Are they going to follow the Nintendo model to drive up the sales?
Oh God, there's
We
only
only made 4. We didn't know there were that many people with those big of hands.
People didn't even know who the Duke was.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like I say, I'm first in line, but if I really got it, would I really use it, or is it just nostalgia?
I think it's just nostalgia. It was a pretty shit controller.
I loved it though.
It was huge. I just remember when the first, like the smaller version of it came out. It was like, my hands feel so much better. And I've got big ass hands. I've got bass player hands, man. But that controller was way too big.
Ed, get me one, please. I'll pay you for it.
Just said the same thing.
Ed, don't fuck around, man.
Yeah, seriously.
Like for real.
I'll bring you $60 tomorrow night, bro. I'll bring you 100.
I will bring you so much money.
I won't give you shit.
Oh, I can't.
Oh, because they come out.
Then
Friday.
why would he?
Why would you tell us, you piece of shit?
Wow, why he's like, check it out. I got a bunch of gold in the back. Can't get any though.
Can't touch it though.
You have to stand in line with everyone else on Friday. What's the point?
We're talking about the Ed in the chat. Just went, hey everybody, look at this shiny new fucking diamond, and you can't have it though. Cool. He's talking about the SNES. He got them in his store, and a shit ton of them, but we can't have one. 163 were shipped in tonight. Get the fuck out of here. When is it launching? When is it launching?
Friday,
apparently.
Fuck. I want one, Ed. Can you get me one, Ed? Put one aside. Hide it.
Link says, I will bring someone's firstborn child stares at me. I will fucking cut your nuts off, Link.
who's to say he doesn't already not have nuts? I got nothing.
What?
I got nothing.
Link, Kev just said you don't have any nuts.
I think he heard it. He's watching the podcast.
I know, but I just want to reinstate that. He said he's fronting up on your manhood. He says he ain't got none. Fight. Hey, Kev, he's gonna kill you.
He would. That man never sleeps.
All right. That's our show. I hope that everybody enjoyed it. And please leave some feedback on iTunes or wherever else that you watch it. Follow us on Discord. Get going there and get good in that conversations and shit. Social media, all that good stuff. I'm Jeremy.
I'm Doug.
I'm Kevin.
Stick around for the Q&A, folks. Oh, yeah. And lots of love, hugs, and all that bullshit.